Hello! We are going to learn about medicinal mushroom. Maghintay lamang po tayo ng mga viewers para po naman lahat ay mayroong malaman mula sa mamita. We are learning about medicinal mushroom. I will show you what is mushroom that I've been harvesting or hunting for the last 10 years. And I know from heart this is really help a lot of friends of mine, and I give them away. Some of them I buy it. Kuya, mag-live ako. Okay. Some of you may know about mushroom. It's only edible, but there's a lot of mushroom. It's medicinal. Every mushroom has properties. Every mushroom that you eat has a medicinal benefits. But if you will put fertilizer or chemicals, then you don't get the benefits, but you make yourself sick. So as much as possible, if you will harvest mushroom and would you like to use it as medicinal, go hunt mushroom, but also you need to learn. Hi, good morning, Kuya. Good morning, Kuya Bot, Kuya Romy. We call this reishi mushroom, all right? This is wild. I've been harvesting, and the spelling is R-E-I-S-H-I, reishi mushroom. Hello, Ate Mila, Ate Pearl, sorry. Ito, Ate Pearl, ano to, cancer killer na mushroom. Usually, I hunt this fall season, but when I was driving yesterday, I noticed they're still standing, and nothing wrong with this. They got frost, but this is a very hard one. So if I will dry it and slice it, it's a medicinal mushroom. And this is, if you will see, they are cultivating this in China and resell it, but if you're cultivating them, they want a lot of production, a big of production. So meaning they reproduce a lot, and how to reproduce a lot? They use a lot of chemicals to produce a lot. But this is, I'm hunting is wild. I even go in the woods I think I got tick bite 4 times, but I got tested. I don't have a Lyme disease. But that's the downside when you do harvesting in the woods. But it doesn't matter. If I got Lyme disease, I drink this, but of course, don't listen with my advice. But like I said, this mushroom that we've been drinking and eating, all the wild mushroom that I've been harvesting, it's a good, I think the chaga mushroom, I will show you. This is the chaga mushroom. I'm gonna be doing my seedling, but before I start, I would like to show you what is why mamita cooking, gardening, etc. The etc. is because I go fishing and I go hunting for mushroom, edible and for tea. And a lot of you doesn't know anything about this, especially if you live in the Philippines. But a lot of my family, I already sent some of these, some of them with cancer. Good morning from Riverside. Hello, Mario Nonang Chong. This is the chaga. If you notice, if you go in the woods and you see a birch tree in the US, in Korea, any places that it gets really cold, Siberian. This is known in Siberian king of mushroom. And the reishi also, they call it king of mushroom. If you go in the woods and you will see birch tree, and you will see look like, oh, that tree has probably hit by a lightning because it has a dark bark, and sometimes they can go from 5 pounds to 60 pounds. And they are not soft mushroom that you can just use knife. You need to have an axe. And before you can make this chunky like this, you need to chop it up while they're soft, because when they get dry, it's hard like a rock. But if you will boil them, this here, this much, if you will put 2 gallon in the stainless pot, you don't boil this anywhere pots except stainless steel, and you use ladle, stainless steel ladle. This is a very good medicinal, and I believe this one has a polysaccharide, and I look for that. And this one, my husband has a lot of cysts, and they thought, all the doctor thought he has cancer, because I think they traced something, and they sending him to biopsy, twice biopsy his lump behind on his neck, and he has a lot of cysts that they keep sending him in biopsy. But is this one we've been drinking, and he used to have always pneumonia. This is a immune booster. And if you notice, me and my husband, we don't get cold or cough, because we've been drinking this for, he's been drinking this since we met, 2005. But I've been drinking this for a long, long time. So that's what I would like to share with you guys. And when I send boxes for my family, I'll make sure I have some chaga, because they are drinking, and I have a lot of friends who ask me to have this. And one of my, one of the colleague or acquaintance that I met, her husband stopped drinking all his medicine, and I believe he is 84. And the doctor was so mad at him. Why did he stop drinking all his medication? He's supposed to have, I think, some kind of heart procedure, but then the doctor realized everything is normal. So he stopped drinking his medication, and now he's drinking only chaga. And I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but my own testimony, and I probably give this chaga for at least 5 members of my family. 2 of them has cancer, breast cancer, and I believe it helped them. And also, I have at least 4 cancer patients that one of them is one my fixer upper, that he is Puerto Rican, and his wife has a lump on her breast, and they said if he can have some, so I give it to him. And then his wife doesn't need an operation. All the cyst was get smaller. Some of them said that it's looked like the size of a corn corn bits. What do you call the corn? And so now that's what I would like to share it with you guys. Like this one, it looks so funny, but when I got this on fall season, they're very shiny, and sometimes I really want to add them in my bonsai pots. So it's like I can put some varnish, but I don't want to waste them, because if you will go in the Chinatown, especially here in the US, you will see they slice this so thinly, and they sell it by pounds. And like I said, if you would look in the China website, they're cultivating this reishi mushroom, Reishi. But God gave me the knowledge and the talent to hunt them, and I know where to go every year. And I even dry them, and when I go home, I will bring a lot of mushroom for my family and to share with others. This is so beautiful with a small mushroom growing. It's look like sometimes you will see them in a cartoon character, but where do they get that cartoon character? It's for real life. So I found this, and I don't know if I can replant this, but I think I can do the stump and leave it on the stump of my dead tree. But like I said, I've been hunting mushroom. I will show you what kind of mushroom I'm hunting. So if you see, this is October 12, 2020. This is a hen of the wood mushroom that I always pickle them. It's so good for appetizer, or sometimes when I cook them, I freeze them and I put them in my soup or my munggo or saute pancit, and it's really good, and it has a lot of properties. They call it hen of the wood mushroom. I also collect the chicken of the wood. Chicken of the wood, if you will look for the website, they look so beautiful. It's look like a pumpkin growing on the wood, but they look like a big flower. But those are edible. Are those also, if I'm only a licensed mushroom hunting, I can sell them in Italian restaurant and they pay so much. The bolette, I know how to get them. I know where to get them. I have a big spot right round the corner, and I can harvest 20 pounds bolette, the Italian porcini. Those are the mushroom that I always harvest. Hello po, Efren Alcantara. Magandang buhay. Ah, so ito po yung mga this is what I'm trying to share with you, that I'm gonna take you this is spring. I go to saddle, they call it saddle something mushroom. It grow on the spring, and it's really good when you catch them young. They can go as big as a plate, but you have to catch them, you have to harvest them when they're small, but they're very, very good. And I do a lot of freezing a lot of mushroom for my vegetable saute, like the Filipino pakbet. I put them, and my husband and I loves this, and a lot of people loves this. And I do enjoying canning them, but the problem is I hunting them, I clean them. It takes me a lot of time to clean them, and then I buy the jar and I give it away, because you know why? Not everyone has the gift of hunting mushroom, and I would like to share them the gift of God that give me the knowledge to harvest them and share it with others. And that's why sometimes my fridge has always mushroom in it. And also I pickled a lot of ocean snails that I put in the balsamic vinegar. Like this one, it's a jar that is a snail, but like I said, I like making them. I love making them. I give it away, and my husband loves them. I do love them, but sometimes it's too much. But some of my friend gave me, and I jar them, and even my friend Ate Aleli, shout out to Ate Aleli or Yondo and Ate Feli. Some of them, they send it to the Philippines for their family to taste, but I think I'm gonna send a box. If I will able to go home by June, I will send a box with a blueberry jam, you know, the wild blueberry jam that I harvested during the summer. I made a lot of those, and it's really good too, and it's feel good that you're doing your own all natural food. And I try not to buy all those jam from the store, because it has a lot of sugar, it has a lot of preservative, and they get some jello in it, fruit fructose. I don't know if that's all natural, but what I do, I just boil them until it's all the fluid is gone, and I add, sometimes I add a little bit brown sugar, but I don't use any thickening agent for my jam. I will show you if I have one in here. Usually I have one in here. If not, I'm gonna get it to my pantry. So this is my blueberry jam that I always made, and I used to send them, bring them to my in-laws. So when we go there, and I will make them cream cheese cheesecake. If I will make them cheesecake, I will put this on top, and I will show you how the periwinkle look like from the ocean. So that's why you have to go with me this summer. When we go to the dream house, you guys can see what else mamita do except cooking. So that is the snails that I it has a lot of garlic, of course, and that's the snail. And they're so tasty. Of course, I open jar so my husband will eat this for lunch. And I enjoy doing this, but the mushroom is my favorite. Imagine during fall season, I can harvest up to, hello, Christine Saez, how are you? This is, we're talking about the mushroom that I cut it up in pieces. I put garlic, nothing wrong with that. So I open another jar for my husband to eat later. Mushroom and wrinkles. Eat some tomato and cucumber in it. So he had a salad. And that's why if you thinking why mamita in America, cooking, gardening, etc. I do a lot of stuff not only for cooking. Like I said, I do a lot of medicinal mushroom and also an edible mushroom hunting, and I will take you there. You will be so happy because sometimes I cannot even lift up the hen of the wood mushroom. One mushroom can weigh 30 pounds. Yes, mamitas, 30 pounds. Sometimes they're huge, just like this. But then you harvest it this big, you will only get 50% of the mushroom because some of them is old. But usually I harvest them when they're so small, and they are so tasty. They're very young. They're like solid mushroom, and taste is so different than mushroom. I never buy mushroom in the market since I start harvesting because I save some and I put it in the freezer. I jar them. Like if I would like to make patatim, the Filipino way or the Chinese way, I add that my mushroom that I pickled mushroom, and a lot of people loves them, and they are admiring me for how to pick all this mushroom. And also this spring, I think in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna go for dandelion hunting. Dandelion has a lot of properties, especially if you live in America and Canada. You will go in the healthy store, you will see a dandelion in oil, a dandelion in capsule, dandelion in tablets, dandelion teas. Those are the things that it was free for me to harvest. I don't need to go in the store to buy them. So what I do, if you will research, those leaves, those roots, I grind them, I dry them. So after every time I bake, I put the roots on the oven just to get the heat, and when they're dry, I grind them like a coffee, and a coffee that it's no flavor, it's not bitter, and the greens are so good. We put it in salad, I put it in the smoothie, and it's better than spinach, it's better than potato tops, it's better than colored green, because this is wild, and if you don't grow your vegetable, then you're not guaranteed if it's really pesticide, insecticide free. But the dandelions, I go places where it's a remote area that it's not polluted, it's away from the road, and also the fiddle, what do you call it? Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle fern, the fern. I'm gonna take you for harvesting too, because they are, when I pick them, it's like three full bucket of Home Depot. And of course, do I eat them all? No. I like to harvest them and give them away, because a lot of people has no, it's not everyone has the opportunity to find them and to know where to get them. But when I get them, I gave them away a lot of people's, and I still have some in my freezer, because those are good even when we cook mungos or just boiled mung beans, and put some of, if you put some any bone, pork bone, you boil them all together. Oh, you look good. Uh, Ate Lucy, I don't even have put makeup. I just put a little bit of lipstick. But of course, kilay is life, right? So I have to do my kilay all the time. I like to have a small kilay. And I try not to put makeup to make it more natural, because I'm showing a lot of natural remedies. So if just watching me, Ate, this is what we're talking about. Hello, Ate Olive or Olive Macalif from Hong Kong. God bless you more, sister, and be careful and stay safe. Uh, for those of you who did not see me, this is all we're talking about, all the medicinal mushroom. I just talked to a farmer today, and I told him about, I saw him going into the market, and then he's trying to buy a bell pepper, green bell pepper, and all of a sudden he saw a blue residue in the bell pepper. I called him right away. Those are chemicals, those are spray. The the vegetable would look healthy and no insect bite, but because of the chemicals. So the best way to clean vegetable, especially in the Philippines, that you don't know, well, you all know, the farmer put a lot of chemicals in their vegetables. So before you even cut them or even clean it, like sitaw, everything, you have to soak them first in water, because if you will clean it and cut it, especially the string beans, which is sitaw, and you soak it, everything will go inside the sitaw. But if you will rinse it before you cut it, you prevent two things. One, you don't have the chemicals, because if you cut them first and then rinse it, and you don't clean your chopping board, then the chemical is already spread. Two, if you cut them and you rinse them, they will absorb a lot of water. So that's why all your vegetable is so watery, especially the pakbet. Me, I put them all in my sink. I put baking soda. So baking soda is so cheap, even in the Philippines. Try to have a baking soda. The cheapest brand is good. It's the same effect. It's the same cleaning chemicals from the vegetable. Soak them first in the big, kahit even they are all in one big bowl or in one sink, soak them all with cold water and baking soda, and then drain them and then rinse it again with your faucet. Hello, Michael John and Nerla Garcia. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. So me, if you see, I have a lot of vegetable already, and all the fruit. If you notice, there's a lot of fruit behind me. I soak them all with baking soda. I go in the market. I buy the market brand. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just they ask the company to make it in their name. But it's the same procedure with expensive brand like sugar. I used to not to buy the brand, the store brand, and I said, well, what is the difference between Domino and store brand, right? It's only cheaper, like 50 cents. Why not buying the store brand? But because before I thought, if I'm feeding my kids with all the brand. Good morning, Alex and Carol from California. Yeah, because the mushroom is really good for you. Whenever mushroom has properties, if you want mushroom and you saute them with red onion has a properties of anti-cancer, and then if you mix it with mushroom, then another anti-cancer. So try to eat healthy. Me, I gain a lot of weight. It's not because probably I eat so much. It's winter, it's lack of movement, and I've been cooking lately, but I control myself so hard not to eat everything I cook. But like I said, everything you buy, research, and those those food that it tastes so good in your mouth, don't look for that, because whatever it tastes good, it doesn't give us benefits, then it's useless. You rather eat a little bit bitter, but it's give you a lot of benefits, like bitter melon. I plant a lot of bitter melon. I don't eat them all. Last year, everything fell off, all the seed on the ground, because they goes ripe. But I love the leaves. That's the most important thing to me. I love the leaves, and what I do is I get a handful, and I rinse them, and then I freeze them. And every time I cook something, even I saute mushroom and red onion, and I put a little bit of a fish sauce, and then I put the bitter melon leaves. Those are good to me. You know, I have a small, all natural can of smoked sardines. I mix them all. That's enough good to me. And rice, brown rice is good for you. But then I notice it's so dry. So what I do, I bought a lot of flaxseed meal with the grind one, and I mix it with my own rice. So my doctor said, "What did you do different that your cholesterol went so low and your bad cholesterol even went low?" Because every time I eat, the rice has flaxseed. That's the only thing I changed on my diet. And of course, I cut up a lot of meat. But lately, while I'm cooking, I have to taste a little bit here, a little bit there. But I'm not eating a lot of meat lately. Very rare that I eat. So this morning, try to do all my seedling, and I'm so happy that you guys is with me, and I have all things going on here. I have wait, let's see. I have here I planted some sincamas, but I would like to plant more because I'm gonna give my friend in Maine. And I have the patola, which has a lot of with the palikpik. So I put with palikpik. I already have some downstairs. If you remember, a month ago I planted. They are already has the vine. The vine that it will climb. It's already climbing. So that's the chaga mushroom we were talking about. If you throw this, it will give you a bump on your head. So if you give your friend, or you give your not too friendly, don't throw it to them, because you're not gonna help them to heal. You're gonna give them bukol. So that's the reishi mushroom that I'm talking about. And then I'm gonna show you my patola. They just decided to grow all. So you know me, I look for my, where is it? There's my patola right there. So I have more downstairs. This is the long patola, and I have my eggplant is start growing. And if you notice, 2 weeks ago we cut all this to replant, and now it's giving me more. And so I have more than what I need, but I'm gonna plant them anyway. So give it to my family, my friend in the Philippines, no, in Maine. And I have all growing lemongrass. So then I can give it away to my friend. I have another more in there. So I'm just gonna show you. My husband gave me last year hibiscus or gumamela. Yes, Ate Lucy, the bitter melon leaves dry is good, but I ate them. I think it's better to eat them. So this is my husband, a Mother's Day's gift, and they just decided to bloom right away. So I never, and this is my another lemongrass. And this is if you notice, I cut all the leaves before I plant all the potato tops, and now they're growing. So even this one, it should be enough for me, but I'm gonna give away to a lot of my friends. And of course, my calamundin is waiting for outside. And it's looked not so healthy because it's been 8 months now inside the house. But this one is Christmas cactus. but never ever stop flowering whole year round. If you notice there, it's all hanging. And this one I just accidentally cut and I planted. Now it's give me different color. Oops, there you go, different color. And here's my malunggay tree right here. So there's a lot of more bitter calamundin growing in here. I have papaya that hopefully this summer it's gonna give me a fruit. This money tree, I have this. I think my friend gave me. I don't know for what occasion. I think she just visited me. Sorry for the interruption. I have some phone call. Uh, so that this is my hibiscus that he just gave it to me very small last year, but decided to grow much. You see that? It's a lot. And this one, look. And I bought what is that? Star fruit. And then I just try to put the seed on the pots, and we call it balimbing in the Philippines. Uh, I plant them and they decided to grow. And look at my jade plants here. This jade plant is huge. This is only one of the stem, but if I cannot hold the thing, the whole the stump, it's so big. And there's 2 bucks ready to go. Finally, I made it yesterday. See, this is the Hoya flower and it's white. I have this since my daughter is 4 years old. So I have this now for 16 years, but the lady gave it to me. She said that this is her grandma, 35 years plants. You see all my, now I have here is all my bonsai. I plant them one by one. So when I want to separate them, I can just get it like this. So now I'm trying to put them in the dark so they will be forced to root. Oops, forced to roots, and I can give it away because there's so much in there. So that's my thing. I'm gonna do my gardening and planting. Today I have already bought my. This is all the seedling that I need to plant first, like in the beginning of April. This is the cold tolerance, like horseradish in the Philippines, and like herbs, and I like the alugbati. I'm gonna plant that, and my husband's favorite herbs, tarragon, to put it in a French salad. So, Mamita, oh, my husband is coming. He's gonna be on the camera. So, thank you for all watching and for your support. I gotta go and do my business. I'm gonna do my garden and shout out to every one of you and be safe, especially now it's really you are in the danger zone in the Philippines. Please be careful. I think a lot of you is being so relaxed. You think everything is getting better, and then people not even wearing masks, and those are the super spreader, and not a lot. Yes, ate, I have a green thumb. That's what my husband told me. If I will, sometimes I will see sometimes I will see a plants on the garbage, or I see something that it's dying that they are trying to get rid of it. I will take them. So if you see my house, just look like a jungle. My living room. Look at my papaya. My papaya is up to my waistline, and I hope this summer will give me some fruit. So and my bonsai tamarind tree. So hopefully those are. This one I saw it. It's like dying. It's like 99 cents in the grocery, and I took them. I take care of them, and usually they're $6 a pot. And now look, they're giving me a new flower. I cut them all, I clean them all, and now it's so beautiful. And I have another pots up for making bonsai. And there's a lot of bonsai there. If you guys are only close to me, you can have some of it. So yeah, that's my life, planting and giving and helping, and hopefully if I can only help a lot of people, I would. But sometimes I cannot just keep thinking others. I have to think myself, I have to think my kids, I have to think when I get old. But it's hard for me to hear somebody in need and just ignore it. And that's why sometimes it's hard to accept that people look on my mistake and not focusing in the good side, where everyone has two story and they decided to listen in the other story. So but that's not my care for now. My care is to be healthy, to be able to reach out, to able to help others. And I may not live the way wants the way God's want us to live. Like, I read the Bible, and sometimes I guarantee you, not every day. I put it inside my heart, and sometimes I can tell you that, sometimes I talk that it's like I'm not a Bible believer, but no one can correct me. I'm only a human, and I cannot say I'm only a human, but God is not finished to us, and He's the only one who can correct all those mistakes. But like I said, I have a lot of people that is still in my heart, but I stopped communicating because I don't want to continue hurting them or continue hurting me, or it get hurt me. And sometimes we have some expectation that it comes that is not the thing that we should be expecting from others. But they're also not perfect like I do. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. But what I'm saying is, I have the humility that God's only can give. That after 2 or 3 days I was mad, it's gone. And that's the power of God, healing process and healing gift, that we have a choice. Do we want to be choose to be always angry and hatred and grunts against somebody? No, I don't like that. What I do is I back off, I cut off, and I trim all the group. I'm happy for what I'm doing, and like I said, if I lost a lot of group or acquaintance or friends that is not really friend, God gave me all of you who become my closest friend in my channel. And that's all a blessing. It's a blessing because I met a lot of people around the world, not only in New Hampshire or Massachusetts, but around the world. And your kindness word, it's really bring me a lot, lift up my spirit to continue doing what I'm doing. And that's what I'm gonna do. And sometimes, I was thinking and hoping everything one day is gonna be over, and some of you that I can able to go and visit, I would able to fly, I will visit you guys. And I mean, I don't work, I stay home, and my son is turning 14, so now I have a lot of freedom to travel to with my husband. He's gonna retire, we can able to do a lot of stuff together. So like I said, God bless you all, God bless us all. Be happy, no stress, forget the past, move on for tomorrow. Look at the brighter side. Even it's gray, you will say the sky is gray. Other people say no, it's blue. Other people say it's dark gray, or other people will say, oh, it's cloudy. it depends who's looking on the sky. That's the life. And so until then, mamitas, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for accepting me for who I am. And thank you so much. I love you, Farmer, and I'd love to help. If I can able to help, I will be happy. But sometimes I put myself to the limit that I need to step back because maybe it's a wrong move for me that God does not want me to do all those stuff. And right now I need to focus for my family back home in the Philippines. I have a sister I want her to stop working in the public market selling tilapia or whatever is alive, local fish, but I cannot make her stop. So right now I have a project that it will help her to stop, and uh, I I'm trying to help her, and I think she's getting bored to stay home. But like I said, family is a family. Friend is a friend. There's a lot of kind of friend. We're friends that you keep it into your heart even you don't meet them. And there's a friend that it feels like your own family even you don't know them. And that is the beauty of my channel. I learned how to love a lot more people and receive a lot of kind words, and it's really uplifting my spirit. So thank you so much. Goodbye, and I hope to see you again. And I am preparing all my lately I will not be cooking. Hi Mama Beth. I will not be cooking lately, but I will add a little here, little there. But I'm gonna be busy in my garden, and like I said, I installed my greenhouse, so we're gonna be starting looking different. So cooking and gardening, the mushroom hunting is coming soon next month. April. I'm gonna take you wherever I go. And then when I go hunting for dandelions, you will see and you will know which food is good. A lot of weeds in the Philippines is edible, like colitis. Those are those are weeds. But seconds, the what do you call it? The yes, Farmer is coming soon. Seconds, yung mapait na the bitter vegetable, those are weeds in the farm field when it's dry, but those are very good and has some that has a lot of medicinal properties. But now they cultured also. Hi Bradley, okay lang. How about you guys? So be careful in you guys are Las Vegas? Yeah, I think you're in Las Vegas. You be careful over there. I said don't gambling too much. So anyway, thank you and goodbye. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for watching me, and I'll see you next time. Like I said, be happy. Don't worry. Oh, Arizona. Be happy, no stress. You can keep that away. You can block them and just live day by day. Don't worry for tomorrow because, like God said, tomorrow is another day and we should be living for today, not for tomorrow, not from yesterday. Goodbye and God bless all. Thank you so much. I love you all.